your hands together. Put your hands together. Good evening.
Welcome to the Doncast.
That was a lovely intro.
Thank you. Thank you. Live here in the studio in Colorado, Jacob Snyder is there in Bennington, Vermont.
Hello from Vermont.
We're both on the borderlands.
Always.
Right? Within eyesight of the border, we bring you another edition of the Doncast, our walk through the history of the Don Loans Project. Episode, 11? 12?
40?
40? You can go back and listen to things.
No, we're in the teens. We're in the mid-teens.
We're in our mid-teens as far as this discussion goes, but we started in like 02, 03.
I think we could be in driver ed right now, maybe.
We might, we're going for our learner's permit. As far as the Doncast
music chronology goes.
That's right. The last thing we talked about was our cover of the Steely Dan album, Katie Lied, an ambitious project if there was one. And it was good. So the last two episodes were on that. And now what did we do? It was like 08, 09. Jacob,
I know
you
we
played
did.
At this point, you played many different instruments. You would play keyboard, you'd bass, guitars. There's a lot of year of gear.
I think I had some space that I didn't have before, and I was like, I must fill this up. And so I did. As I recall, those years were living in the downstairs of the Menden house, which was too many square feet. And, when you see a Hammond on Craigslist, especially back in the day, because there was no Facebook Marketplace, people. All we had was Craigslist. You would see that Hammond, right. And it turns out that Hammond was a 1/10 of a mile from your house. You own a truck, so why are you not going down there? And you check it out, and they plug it in, and you play the thing, and it works. And so, of course,
do you know what was your first Hammond?
The T1. Oh, I don't remember what series of 100 it was, but I think it might have been one. Did they always do them in like groups of three, like 555?
Oh yeah. Well,
777.
T100, and then it was like 101, 102, depending on the outside.
Okay, so I think I had a 700, which was.
I don't know if they went up to 700 in the T. Suddenly we're talking about it like it's some sort of insider trading knowledge. But
I had the T9000,
Yeah, right? I'm still lusting after the X77. Okay, so Jacob got the first Hammond, I think.
Big tangent.
And really, just because I was interested in...
No, this is good to talk about.
Yeah. We've talked a little bit about the instruments that we were playing and using when we would get together and record a song. And I know that it was formative for me to get the K2000 keyboard.
You had that Hammond chord organ, which was, I think, the first Hammond I had ever played.
And that came from Cape Cod, Massachusetts. I was visiting friends in Boston, saw it on Craigslist, $50, went and got it, second owner. That thing traveled all over Vermont before finally being abandoned.
And then you got but you got another one.
Now I have another one. It doesn't have the verb.
But you have the
knee lever,
the add-on thing. What is that? They made like a monosynth add-on thing.
Oh, I had a Solo Vox.
The Solo Vox.
It was a giant wooden box that never worked and had a cool keyboard.
Incredible.
But you got a T, which is the solid state spinet Hammond.
And then you got a did you get a T?
I have a T now.
Oh, you had an A. Did you?
I had an M.
an M, like 100?
M100, I think it was.
Yeah.
And then I had the M and the chord organ. And then I got like this giant con organ, like with this huge Leslie. Remember that?
Yeah, you got real weird with the big organs for a while. I remember that was fun.
Yeah, so that's like, yeah. And then there was a Yamaha Electone, and there was, a couple 1,000 pounds of organ.
Right.
That got involved. And then, do you know what year you got the big CV organ?
Yeah, I can estimate that, I think, pretty closely. I'm going to say that was like 2007.
Mm.
And then I think I took the year of
I think it was later than that.
I don't think so, because I got it on one of my first trips going on one of these shoeing accounts that I used to have. So that was out to the Midwest, and I drove like 3 hours south of my destination to go buy this organ that came with the speaker cabinet. So,
right.
And it was all ghetto rigged, like the way the cabinet was put together, but it was mostly original. So I don't know. I bought an amp for it, and proper amp, Leslie.
Right.
I was a 57, I think we put in it. Yeah. And went through the entire organ. The wiring on that was an absolute nightmare. But I would say you own it now. Does it still work?
It does still work.
Good.
Well, in this era, we were still experimenting with instrumentation, and I think you're going to hear some of that in tracks tonight. Now, here's a favorite that I want to place in like 06, 07, but this is a rare Clapton remix of your favorite original Don Lones Project song, Before the Flux.
Sometimes I go driving outside of what's around, not the main roads or the highways into town. I take the back roads, I take the high road. I won't pay tolls, 'cause I won't be told what to do.
Labeled one guitar.
Isn't that beautiful?
Man, the audio quality is getting so much better on this podcast. It's ridiculous.
This is Dickie Betts right there.
No, that's probably why we didn't pick it for the actual track, because it had way too much guitar. You know, you got your songs like one guitar.
She
And then
played
you have
one guitar. Yeah.
And then you have your other songs, which is too much guitar. And this is
but
on
that was, I mean, that song is elsewhere on our YouTube, and it doesn't say Clapton remix.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Did you make that available on YouTube?
Oh yeah, it's in the bonus pile. When I
Nice.
found it, I was like, "That's too cool."
Yeah, that's awesome.
There's
Was that
something neat about like the noodling around the words, and
Was
it's
that
really funny that you go way over the top.
Oh yeah, and I love you get a little ween flourish right there.
Yeah, I mean, what does extreme electric guitar sound like? And that was good.
Yeah,
right.
man, that was a good one. What's our next culprit?
All right, so this, remember, we had covered an entire Steely Dan album. And
That was a
we
little
weren't
tiring.
Sure. What's that?
It was tiring.
It was tiring, but also we felt pretty enabled that we were going to take on songs like Sugar Pie Honey Bunch and No Particular Place to Go and other rock standards that would not be in any way difficult. But where did we decide that we were going to do a whole cover album? I'm not sure. I think this experience, this track right here, had something to do with that.
Okay.
I'm going to play you the first part of it, and then I'm going to ask you, I'm going to pause it and ask you, what 3 songs would we cover?
You
later
sound like
in
Bob
the track?
Kreiser right now, by the way.
Check it out.
Got this guy wiring. We got to hire him.
So this is the beginning of a song called Here I Go Again, but it will involve 3 other songs coming up where at least we took the lyrics.
Wasn't this like an idea about... Yeah, but wasn't this like one of these weird ideas where it's like, what about popular drinking songs or something like that? Wasn't that?
No, that was something else.
Okay. So even though we
else.
play the Cheers theme in this?
Cheers theme is one. You've got that. By the way, you won't ever hear that high-pitched squeal again.
That'd be good.
That was really, really striking.
Yeah.
I don't even know where that came from.
Who can say?
I really don't know how we made that noise.
Let's move on to the second part of the Stallion.
So wait, the Cheers song.
Oh, what else? Jeez, I don't know.
Here's your Cheers song.
I love this.
And they're always glad you came. You want to go where people know.
Sounds like Nihilist is singing to you.
Yeah, I mean,
You want to go.
it's like a metal kind of beat, but being played by like
It gets better, though.
toy. No, no, it does not get better.
No, it gets better. Wait. Just wait a second. It gets really good.
Listen to this.
This is the best part of the track. Yeah, I'm gonna mute myself. This is too good.
Here comes song number 2.
Wasted away again in margarita. for my lost soul. Some people say there's a woman to blame, but I know my own damn fault.
It's the most tense version of that.
Awesome.
There's so much
It's
tension
so good. It's
in that
great.
bass line.
And then the rest of this is kind of like,
You know what song this is? That.
yeah. Lukenbach.
So, what do you do after you cover an entire Steely Dan album? I mean,
It's so dark. It's so
it's
weird.
very dark.
That song was never meant to be played like that.
Nice piano here, though.
Yeah. There's your guitar, man. Ain't nobody feeling pain.
Your guitar sounds like a Zappa line. Just like, it's very nice. I don't know how nice this all is, but
I think we can cut it here.
yeah, well, it's almost over, you see. We said that then.
You see.
And we say that now.
Mm.
Yeah. I
Some
think we
tracks are
felt
just that good.
just kind of empowered, you know. Let's try to take those lyrics and do something with them. But it is very dark, kind of weird thing.
I can't wait to see what you're going to pick next.
The reason why I placed that song in that time period is because of the lo-fi drum set.
Oh, it is good too.
We would get much better at miking drums and using drums and playing drums.
Yeah,
but
I
on
think
that
we got
track,
good. We got good at miking drums. Boy, that took a long time though.
that track,
No, just miking drums, like
Oh, yeah.
learning how to do that. I feel like in all of the different audio nonsense things I've done, learning how to mic drums has been one of the most difficult things.
yeah, you had a proper setup for it. Here's something else. And as contrast to the last track, this one is less than 3 minutes and has no words at all.
Oh, nice. I like this. What is that bass? It's like, that's good shit. Wow. Cool chord.
It's got your little surf guitar flavor in there. You're good at that.
I think the guitar is doing the doubling the bass.
Yep.
Sometimes a little more.
I think there's a breakdown coming up too.
Is that me? No.
You don't think so?
I just have no memory of this.
I questioned whether or not this was you and me, or perhaps it was me and Tom, but no way.
I don't know. I just don't remember.
No, that's your
drums
guitar.
are nice. Those drums are nice.
I'm pretty sure this is early when you got your Hammond. That might be a T.
Could be, man. It's one of those that, like,
it's not the Hammond CV that you would end up with, because there's no Leslie.
It must be fun if anyone's actually listening to this, because it's news to me that we ever did this track. So, it's like you put it in shit.
It's labeled Untitled number 3, and it's in the bonus playlist on the Don Loans Project YouTube channel. And it's based on the instrumentation is how I place it where I do.
No, I don't think you're wrong.
I will reach out and make sure that it wasn't a collaboration with somebody else, but I'm pretty sure.
The only person I thought that could maybe be on it is Tom.
Yeah, and maybe it was the three of us, but there's just too much of your style playing in there that.
Or maybe I played on it after you guys got together, or it was.
There's a lot of good questions there.
That's a good one. This is a good one.
And the living is easy. Fish are jumping. And the cotton is high.
I love that part.
Those bass lines, man.
One of these mornings.
You were just saying Mike and drums. And here's a chance where I think we had drums, and I think I'm hearing a spring verb on the drums. Or some sort of verb. Verbo.
That's on the guitar.
Yeah.
Big verb on guitar will always make drums sound bigger.
Here comes some more bass line.
Good vocals. No, they're good.
I'd love to hear an instrumental mix of this at this point.
Oh, I have one.
We'll make one. Make a new one.
Does it do it again? It does it again.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, it does. Now 3/4 time.
wait, special outro here. There's no Holiday Road here. Do you think? On the road with Chevy Chase
Pardon me, home.
and the family truckster. When they get lost in Chicago, and he says to the guy on the street, "What's up, Holmes?"
That's an epic ending.
Oh, isn't that great?
I do think the line from the movie is "Pardon me, Holmes."
I know, and I even get it wrong, and you're laughing.
Oh no, it's still hysterical.
Yeah, it's just such a silly thing. So there is a thread to our work besides doing like covers of other people's music. How have we tried to use movies? And
Well, you and I have always been involved with movies, like just a spectator level. You
it's
know,
like
always-
episode 3 of this podcast. You can hear us talk about the song labeled Rupert Pupkin.
right, and that's a song that's about a movie.
Right.
So I think that was
At least the scene.
yeah. We do takes on movies. We're not afraid to do movies. We've done that.
And songs that allude to movies. And
Yeah.
moments like that one there at the end, which summertime, and I guess in the studio we decided let's end it with an allusion to going on vacation. It's summertime.
Right, exactly.
That was
So,
important.
We'll get Chevy Chase, the truckster. Yeah.
But we did that a lot of times. Like, hey, let's take this scene. So here's another example. And I believe this happened after the Steely Dan album,
Okay.
where we were kind of floating free. There's 2 more tracks left in tonight's Doncast.
Ooh.
Here's the second to last. But it's another good example of this like movie thing.
Get right in the back of a van with a polka band.
That's a good track.
Lend a hand to your fellow man. You can't rent a room with a shower currently. You can't drive a car when it's on fire.
That's so
Wow.
I know.
Too loud is the sound, they call it mess around. Don't you play piano?
They call it that, yeah.
Too loud is the sound, they call it mess around.
So, of course, if you don't know, we're talking about the movie Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, and they get that car and John Candy, but here's some reverso guitar.
And this song sounds nothing like that.
I know.
No, this isn't reverse guitar. This is just volume swells on the guitar knob.
I wanted to pause it because we're 1:31 into a 4:39 track.
Well.
So get ready for an exploration of John Candy's head. We got polka at the end there. I truly don't know what else is on this track. Maybe blank.
We could just go to the next track.
Don't you want to know?
No.
I guess we never finished this. Yeah, no, it's all just blank. That's a lot of bonus right there.
Oh, yeah.
I thought there was a polka or something. All right, so we decide after all this silliness to move on to a full-fledged project, which was not original material, in fact, and that's why things like the Mess Around song that you just heard are in the bonus, because they never got compiled, because we never kind of finished that. We decided to take on a cover album.
That's right.
Your favorite songs.
That'll be the next episode.
Well, I've got one taste of it for you to end tonight's show.
Oh, we're going to end tonight with a taste of next. Oh, man, that's good.
And
You're
it's
good.
Thank you.
You're
And it's
good.
an early mix. We got through this transitional period, and it's an early mix of a track that would appear on Your Favorite Songs, our 2009 cover album, which would lead to more. But okay, so here you go.
All right, I'm ready.
An instrumental version of your Willie Nelson favorite.
Nice. Beautiful.
The bass player is a madman. No one can keep up to that click. I think there's live drums right here.
No, it's an easy bass part.
Yeah, talk about your mic and drums. Here's some interesting heavy. But I got to tell you, this is recorded at the cabin in Braintree, and you can hear my dog barking at the end of it.
Truth.
Lady Finnegan. One of the best songs. Good night, folks.